Looks like it's about to rain here in Los Angeles, so I hope where you are it's a little bit nicer. I'm Melora Sundt. I'm the Associate Dean at the Rossier School of Education. I teach in the framing course, so some of you may have seen me there. And I want to introduce my partner in crime here, Ronny Ephriam.
Hi, everyone. I also teach the framing course and have been working with the faculty to design many of the other courses. It's a pleasure to be here this afternoon, or this evening in other parts of the nation.
Wow, and everybody else is typing in, it's snowing everywhere else in the country, it looks like. So I'm not going to complain. It's pretty nice here. This will be a little bit different from your experience if you've already been in the program and have seen what classes are like, as I noted up on the chat block, because we can't see you. So this is a little different, and we're just going to run through the PowerPoint slides that you have up there and share some of this information with you and then take questions. And the easiest way for you to get questions to us is to go ahead and type on in there. And feel free to type in at any point, and we'll pause if we need to and address questions as they come up. So the purpose of getting together this afternoon was to share with you a document that the faculty created about the MAT. And it's what we call the principles document, and it's a document that tries to put in, we were trying to get it down to one page, we haven't quite gotten there yet, but it's a short statement about what we want teachers to be able to do once they leave our program, and it's a statement of values. What else would you say about it?
Well, what I would say is that the faculty spent a long time thinking about how the courses that are designed throughout the MAT at USC, how they really are designed to make sure that when a teacher leaves this program, or a current teacher who is in this program finishes the program, that they're well prepared to do these things and that we're going to talk to you about this afternoon.
We also spent some time thinking about how would you know a student was coming out of the USC MAT program? Aren't they just going to be like any other teacher coming out of any other program? And we think, no, you're not going to be like any other teacher. And so we were trying to capture what those qualities and skills would look like. So that's what this document looks like. All right, so let's start with the slides.
So we really want to make sure that by the time we finish this half hour with you, that you better understand a little bit about what these principles are and why we think they're important. And from, in my former job, I was the deputy superintendent in the Los Angeles Unified School District. And I think that when you see all of these principles, you'll understand that these are not only important to you personally, but they're important to you as you go into a school and become part of a fabric of a school community. We also wanted you to understand that there is a real connection between the way the courses are now designed in order to prepare you to do these things. So there's a tight coupling between the principles and the course design. And then we also want you to be able to feel very comfortable to say that you believe that these are the characteristics of an MAT at USC graduate. One of the things that I would find interesting is after this seminar for you to email us and to let us know if you think that these are the things we're preparing you to do, and if there are other things that we should be adding to this document.
Cool. Well, that's interesting. Our little graphic did not make it up onto the PowerPoint slide.
There was supposed to be a picture on the slide. That's very interesting.
Okay. Well, just a brief review of how the MAT got to be designed the way it is. We started as a faculty by looking at what we saw happening in urban and high-need schools. And often if you look at the debate that's going on about education, what you'll hear is the problem getting framed as, why are all these students failing? Either failing grades, failing test scores, the achievement gap, right, gets positioned as students are failing. And instead, if you really trace the problem back to one of its core roots, you find that they're failing ultimately because the instruction isn't doing what it needs to be doing. And so actually you could turn this problem around to one of education failing students. And if that's the case, then you have to look directly back to teacher preparation programs, because that's where most teachers are prepared. And so we decided we needed to take responsibility for the students we prepare and change the way we were doing our preparation to really begin to pay attention to the kinds of outcomes that our graduates produce when they go off to work in schools. So our goal, and it's one of those, I know there's an acronym for this and I can't think of what it is, but it's an enormous goal.
Overarching.
Yeah, it's to try and prepare teachers who could succeed in any school, anywhere. I don't know if we'll make it, but that's certainly what we're trying to do. And so SMART goals, yes, thank you.
There you go.
So we began then by looking at what seems to be going wrong and how could we redesign our program to address what's going wrong. And the things going wrong we call problems of practice. So you'll notice at the beginning of every syllabus we have a conversation about the specific problems of practice that course is trying to address.